A message of hope for Jamaica from the royal house of Amadi Kingdom. In this time of storm and uncertainty, our heart and prayers reach out to the beloved people of Jamaica as a nation of strength, faith, and resilience. Jamaica has always stood as a beacon of hope in the Caribbean and across the world. Though the wind may roar and the rain may fall, remember every storm eventually gives way to calm. Out of every challenge, new growth emerges, and through every trial, the spirit of the Jamaican people shines even brighter. The Royal House of Amadi stands in solidarity with Jamaica as brothers and sisters bound by heritage, faith, and love. We send our deepest compassion to every family affected, every community rebuilding, and heavy hand extended in kindness during these difficult hours. May the Almighty grant comfort to the grieving, strength to the weary, and peace to the nation. Together we will rise, stronger, united, and renewed in hope. With love and solidarity from the Royal House of Amadi Kingdom, on behalf of Crown Prince Clifford Ricardo McCullum and the people of Amadi Kingdom. Soon you will bear witness to the interview with the Crown Prince of the Amadi Kingdom. You will bear witness to the importance, the majesty of the occasion. But before then, we will set the scene. Jamaican Crown Prince to become King of Nigeria's Amadi Kingdom. What really defines a person? Is it the place they were born, the culture that raised them, or the blood running through their veins? What if your real story was one you've never been told? A story about kings, about a profound loss, about a promise kept for centuries, just waiting for the right person to come home. Now the story you're about to hear is factual. We will experience a very real dream shared by millions of the African diaspora, the dream of reconnecting with a lost heritage. Imagine a man named Clifford Ricardo McCullum. For his whole life, he has been a proud Jamaican. His identity rooted in the sun-drenched culture of the Caribbean. He is a gifted entrepreneur. He has many businesses. He is a respected member of the community. He has no idea that an ocean away, an ancient Nigerian kingdom is waiting for his king. This is the incredible story how a man from Jamaica could discover he was destined to be chosen to become the Crown Prince of Amadi Kingdom, and the journey that would unite two worlds separated by time and the vast Atlantic Ocean. A message of hope for Jamaica from the Royal House of Amadi Kingdom. In this time of storm and uncertainty, our heart and prayers reach out to the beloved people of Jamaica as a nation of strength, faith and resilience. Jamaica has always stood as a beacon of hope in the Caribbean and across the world. Though the wind may roar and the rain may fall, remember every storm eventually gives way to calm. Out of every challenge, new growth emerges, and through every trial, the spirit of the Jamaican people shines even brighter. The Royal House of Amadi stands in solidarity with Jamaica as brothers and sisters bound by heritage, faith and love. We send our deepest compassion to every family affected, every community rebuilding, and heavy hand extended in kindness during these difficult hours. May the Almighty grant comfort to the grieving, strength to the weary, and peace to the nation. Together we will rise, stronger, united, and renewed in hope. With love and solidarity from the Royal House of Amadi Kingdom, on behalf of Crown Prince Clifford Ricardo McCullum and the people of Amadi Kingdom. Soon you will bear witness to the interview with the Crown Prince of the Amadi Kingdom. You will bear witness to the importance, the majesty of the occasion. But before then, we will set the scene. Jamaican Crown Prince to become King of Nigeria's Amadi Kingdom. What really defines a person? Is it the place they were born, the culture that raised them, or the blood running through their veins? What if your real story was one you've never been told? A story about kings, about a profound loss, about a promise kept for centuries, just waiting for the right person to come home. Now the story you're about to hear is factual. We will experience a very real dream shared by millions of the African diaspora, the dream of reconnecting with a lost heritage. Imagine a man named Clifford Ricardo McCullum. For his whole life, he has been a proud Jamaican. His identity rooted in the sun-drenched culture of the Caribbean. He is a gifted entrepreneur. He has many businesses. He is a respected member of the community. He has no idea that an ocean away, an ancient Nigerian kingdom is waiting for his king. This is the incredible story how a man from Jamaica could discover he was destined to be chosen to become the Crown Prince of Amadi Kingdom, and the journey that would unite two worlds separated by time and the vast Atlantic Ocean. A message of hope for Jamaica from the Royal House of Amadi Kingdom. In this time of storm and uncertainty, our heart and prayers reach out to the beloved people of Jamaica as a nation of strength, faith and resilience. Jamaica has always stood as a beacon of hope in the Caribbean and across the world. Though the wind may roar and the rain may fall, remember, every storm eventually gives way to calm. Out of every challenge, new growth emerges. And through every trial, the spirit of the Jamaican people shines even brighter. The Royal House of Amadi stands in solidarity with Jamaica as brothers and sisters bound by heritage, faith and love. We send our deepest compassion to every family affected, every community rebuilding, and heavy hand extended in kindness during these difficult hours. May the Almighty grant comfort to the grieving, strength to the weary, and peace to the nation. Together we will rise, stronger, united, and renewed in hope. With love and solidarity from the Royal House of Amadi Kingdom, on behalf of Crown Prince Clifford Ricardo McCullum and the people of Amadi Kingdom. Soon you will bear witness to the interview with the Crown Prince of the Amadi Kingdom. You will bear witness to the importance, the majesty of the occasion. But before then, we will set the scene. Jamaican Crown Prince to become King of Nigeria's Amadi Kingdom. What really defines a person? Is it the place they were born, the culture that raised them, or the blood running through their veins? What if your real story was one you've never been told? A story about kings, about a profound loss, about a promise kept for centuries, just waiting for the right person to come home. Now the story you're about to hear is factual. We will experience a very real dream shared by millions of the African diaspora, the dream of reconnecting with a lost heritage. Imagine a man named Clifford Ricardo McCullum. For his whole life, he has been a proud Jamaican. His identity rooted in the sun-drenched culture of the Caribbean. He is a gifted entrepreneur. He has many businesses. He is a respected member of the community. He has no idea that an ocean away, an ancient Nigerian kingdom is waiting for his king. This is the incredible story how a man from Jamaica could discover he was destined to be chosen to become the crown prince of Amadi Kingdom, and the journey that would unite two worlds separated by time and the vast Atlantic Ocean.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, I'm excited today. This is going to be one of those podcasts. Oh, yeah. It's the motivator here. This is where we translate our words into action and where success is ours for the taking. Yeah, it's been one of those few days since our last podcast. Yes, I'm fired up. Yes, I've been amongst the presence of truly inspired human beings. Truly, truly, truly. The pleasure to prepare each of these podcasts, I cannot understate the pleasure. Because I have the privilege, through deliberate action, to come in contact with a much wider selection of our communities, you know. Ordinary people engage in extraordinary actions. And those actions, they're not always fully realized, have profound impacts. And that's how societies, indeed, that's how communities evolve. Ordinary people take a responsibility with a foresight, a sight on the future, appreciating their actions today would have implications for the future, indeed, for our children's children. That is the premise of the Motivator Show, to exchange good quality information, enlightening information, so you can make good choices, good decisions. And in doing so, you improve your personal condition, the conditions of your families, your wider networks, and indeed wider communities. And in doing so, we together transform the world. Each action has to be sincere, it comes from your heart. Oh, yeah. In 40 minutes' time, you experience those words in action. Yeah, the Motivator Show, where we translate our words into action, because success is ours for the taking. How about that, huh? How about that? Yep. Quite different from the doom and gloom, downcast and downtrodden messages you often hear, or the suggestion of powerlessness, yeah? Inability to do anything because others are pressing you down or pressing you, yeah? Yeah, this is quite different from those messages, and I know those who propagate such messages hate these podcasts. Just the way it is. It's just the way it is. But you've made that decision to take the messages, the essence, the energy, yeah, the forthrightness of these podcasts to heart and incorporate it as part of your consciousness. And in doing so, you transform yourself, your family, your networks, and wider communities. Let's hold hands together, and we are and remain together. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. In what I say, in 40 minutes' time, you will experience a person who's gone through the experience and is living it today. This is not science fiction. Yep. This is non-fiction. This is factual. This is what is actually happening right now. Hmm. Right now. Ah. Wait and see. Wait and see. But between now and then, as you know, this is very much a public broadcasting to share you good messages, positive messages that are designed to help you, to enliven you, to give you a sense of self and purpose. Oh, yeah, a few more messages. Let's get started, shall we? Firstly, what I want to do is mark, of course, our podcast, the last and most recent podcast. And I know you will all join with me in recognizing again the people of Jamaica. Ravaged by superstorm Hurricane Melissa. Mhm. Category 5, yeah? Category 5. The part of the island that experienced wind speeds of 185 miles an hour. And wherever the storm befell, it caused significant damage to property, possessions, and incredible harm to the mental health of tens of thousands. And if, yes, we note persons have died. We lament their passing. We lament their passing. I pause for a moment out of respect for them. There's a national saying in Jamaica, we little, but we tallow. In other words, we may be a small island, but our energies, our strength is that of 1,000 nations. And we will rebuild. We will come together and we will rebuild. Despite the politics in Jamaica, we will rebuild. Mark our words. Mark our word. We will rebuild. Nothing going to stop that at all. Yes, I am. It is true. So I want to give a big thumbs up to those who shared their stories at our last podcast. Big thumbs up to you all. We want to say thank you, thank you. Because the press conference put on by the PNP party was most illuminating. Because what it does, and that's why you have political oppositions in countries, it provides a critical overview of what is happening on the ground at that time. At that time. Whereas members of the ruling party will gloss over tragedy as if it were nothing. Yeah. Yeah. But we know the truth cannot be how glossy they project it. We know the truth is more horrific than they're glossing over. The whole purpose of the opposition is, of course, to tell the truth as it's really happening. And you heard a number of important testimonies of MPs to the Jamaican House, the Jamaican Parliament, which was indeed emotionally enthralling, heart-wrenching. The MP, of course, from Southern St. Anne's, indeed from Westmoreland, highlighted the gravity of the situation. Yeah. Imagine being representing a constituency which has 7 roads into it, and 4 or 5 days after a super hurricane, you can only access at that time 1, possibly 2 roads. Therefore, whole communities are cut off. Yeah. So, a prayer for the people of the Caribbean, Jamaica, and indeed Haiti, who we do not talk about enough. Let's give our prayers to them, give our best wishes to them, and give our heart to them. And thank you for all of you who propagated that particular podcast throughout your network, okay, and helped that to be a record breaking viewership. And if you haven't watched it, I urge you to do so. I urge you to do so. I urge you to do so. And again, thank you for each one of you who've given support to these podcasts. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. There's no charge to you, but what it does, it tells the YouTube algorithm. This is information that should be shared across the billion or so subscribers to YouTube. It's free to subscribe. Yeah, it's free to subscribe. We appreciate you and thank you for your support. Thank you. Thank you. I also now want to give praise and respect. Yes, there was a second episode on Jamaica. Mhm. Well, we had members of the PNP UK, which stands for People National Party UK. It is a social enterprise, not for profit entity, which propagates the ideas of the PNP party to philosophy. Is parallel to the British Labour Party fundamentally. Fundamentally, Michael Manley, of course, who was the founder of PNP UK, past Prime Minister of Jamaica, would, of course, I know, be smiling upon the leadership of PNP UK. We want to appreciate them. We want to recognize them. We want to acknowledge their work here in the UK, to bring the Jamaican community together, to focus their attention both on the immediate emergency and then move to recovery and growth, the rebuilding stage. And we are approaching that stage rapidly, I might add. Yeah? Some argue that we've entered that stage, but that superstorm, Hurricane Melissa, Category 5 storm, winds of up to 185 miles an hour, was truly an unusual experience for all of us. All the projections are that storms will be a common feature each year going forward. And yes, it is likely that these storms will increase in their intensity, both frequency and their intensity. Let's hope that we can continue to build in resilience for the peoples across the Caribbean. This time it hit Jamaica. Mhm. Let's hope we can build in resilience. So those homes are moved away from those light wooden and grated roofs, yeah, to bricks, real bricks, hmm? Real bricks. Let's hope we can move to that position. I know they're more expensive, and will require, I get it, it will require major investment. But to that end, it is anticipated that PNP UK across Europe and the rest of the world will come together in common aim and common purpose. The PNP UK, I'm informed, will hold a meeting which will include a number of those who appeared in the last episode of the Motivator Show. Let me put it on the screen, shall I? There we go. So PNP UK will be organising, or have organised, a meeting for the 26th of November to start 7 p.m. That British in fact, GMT, get that right, GMT time. Okay, you understand? It will be an important meeting to bring the communities together, not just Jamaica, all communities together in common aim and common purpose. The keynote guest is, of course, the Honourable Mark Golden, the president of the People's National Party in Jamaica. Okay. He will be flanked by an important person who spoke in our last episode on the medical impact and others. Okay. He is the General Secretary of the People's National Party in Jamaica, an important person, alongside the Honourable Mark Golding. And indeed, they'll be flanked by Natalie Nita Garvey. Now, she has a special role in the spokesperson for local government and participatory good democracy. Get the word right. Huh? In other words, we want to encourage as many Jamaicans to be involved in democracy. Oh yeah, that's what we want, okay? But they will provide a further first-hand account of the situation as of the 26th of November, untainted, unwashed by others. These are representatives on the ground with constituencies representing people, okay? We will receive first-hand account. If you wish to attend this meeting, um, what I encourage you to do, as there is a link which I cannot read out because it's a rather complex looking link. So what I'm going to do, and I know members of the People National Party UK, which is a social enterprise, not-for-profit organisation, will appreciate. What I'm going to do, take that particular notice off and put the motivator email address on the screen. If you wish to attend, you are required to register in advance, so to receive the Zoom username and password. You are required to register in advance. So send a message here to the Motivator Show, and we will send you the registration message for you. There you go. So it's the Motivator Show 501 at gmail.com. I repeat, the Motivator Show 501 at gmail.com. There you are. If you wish to attend that all important national, international meeting being hosted by PNP UK, which will feature key public representatives from Jamaica, providing an update on the situation on the ground, and also provide a genuine update to how you can help to build back Jamaica. Thank you. We look forward to your presence. Thank you. Thank you. But if in doubt, ask questions. Yeah. If we put it on the screen again, an important event, truly important event. It's an open event, so we won't have any problems in terms of numbers. You are all welcome. It will be a seminal occasion. And those of you who are in receipt of our direct messages from the Motivator Show, okay, would of course receive a copy of the notice which is on the screen. Okay, those of you who'd like to be in receipt of the direct notification of the Motivator Show, we put this back on the screen. Send your message. I did need your name and telephone number, and indeed your email address, and we will include you in our mailings. The Motivator Show 501 at gmail.com. There you are. There you are. An important event. Thank you. That is taking slightly longer than usual, but I hope you'd appreciate its importance, and we appreciate your attention. I now want to move to the next segment, which is an incredibly important segment. This is, of course, the Lifestyle Messages segment. The Lifestyle Messages segment has saved lives, transformed, changed lives. So whilst the messages are straightforward and simple messages, indeed they are, there are messages that we all, including myself, I can tell you, need to be reminded on a regular basis. Because whilst we are now better informed, indeed we are living longer. This is true. But as is mentioned on many occasions, life expectancy now is beginning to peak, and in some areas are dropping. Levels of obesity, particularly in the African heritage communities, diaspora communities, are through the roof. Some Asian communities, through the roof, particularly India, Pakistan, through the roof. Dangerous levels. Here in the African diaspora communities, can you believe it? Women, on average, are heavier than the men. That's the Caribbean, the Americas, North Americas. and indeed parts of Britain. Women are heavier than the men. As mammals, that is not natural. It is not natural. Levels of hypertension or high blood pressure, again, through the roof. Therefore, we're being prone to heart conditions, a whole range of other related conditions are pervading communities. Levels of diabetes, yeah? The overconsumption of sucrose or sugar is pervading communities. In the Caribbean, it's already an epidemic. Yeah? Speak to Professor Hilary Beckles, who's the vice chancellor of the University of West Indies. Yes. So these lifestyle messages have saved lives. We're reminded it's our responsibility to maintain good health, yep, both mental and physical, indeed, spiritual health. It's our responsibility. But we have to remind ourselves what we need to do. So I want you, it's only 2-3 minutes, to listen to a most senior clinician based here in Britain, based here in London, the public health director for London, Professor Kevin Fenton. Yes, he's also a Jamaican man. Yes. I want you to listen to him. His words are common sense words, described in using words which are easy for us to appreciate, to understand. Words, if we incorporate as part of our consciousness, would be transforming. So listen to the professor. Listen to what he has to say. Not me. I'm not the expert. I'm showing you. Listen to what he says. And indeed, choose a healthy lifestyle. Professor Kevin Fenton says, I'm a public health director. Here are 5 things you can do to improve your health. 1. Mindful and balanced eating. Nourish wisely. Eat whole, balanced meals with awareness to support energy and well-being. 2. Get outside. Be with nature. Time outside reduces stress, improves mood, and strengthens your connection to the world. 3. Stay curious, stay engaged, explore new interests, keep your mind sharp, build social contacts, and boost your happiness. 4. Get active, move it or lose it. Move daily, lift weight, and do cardio. Exercise, improve physical, mental, mood, and energy. 5. Prioritize rest and sleep. Disconnect. Rest. Quality sleep supports mental clarity, emotional balance, and overall health. I think you agree. Those are common sense advice. And if we incorporate that advice as part of our everyday being, part of our consciousness, we'll live longer, healthier lives. So I play those words from the professor every day. So I'm reminded of my responsibility to maintain good health, yeah, physical, mental, indeed, spiritual health. And in doing so, I affect others around my person. Yes, because we are all influencers. We influence each other through our words and through our actions. In doing so, we can influence people in a positive way. We transform our families. We transform our communities. Yeah, we transform societies, and in doing so, we improve the human condition. Yeah, that's what we need to do. Yeah, because in 15 minutes, you're going to hear an experience, an interview with another inspired human being. Oh, yeah. Okay. You We are the change makers. I recall an earlier interview I did with members of the African Continental Unity Party, of course, King Kabbalah. He made it clear that we are, each one of us are responsible for social change. Each of us are the change makers. We don't need Masonic figures, as it were, to come forward and lead us. No, you are the change makers. It's our responsibility, our responsibility to effect the changes to improve our condition. But in doing so, we affect others and they will follow our lead. But they are ultimately responsible for the changes in their personal condition. What I'm heartened by is the numbers of you who've heard these messages, responded positively, come together in common aim and common purpose, understanding we work together, we can create better societies. Yep. Working together, we create better communities. Working together, we create better, healthier families. Yeah. How about that, huh? Is that a worthy goal? Yeah. Is that a worthy vision for us to aspire to? Yeah. Working together, we can. Don't let those naysayers, don't let those doubters, don't let those who wish to get in your way get in your way. Be clear, be positive, be forthright in your thought processes. Because together, we could transform the world. Transform the world through your health and well being. I want you to observe the actions of people who've come together in common aim and common purpose. It's your opportunity not simply to sit there observing and taking in the information from this podcast. I'm now going to give you just a few minutes, just less than a handful of minutes, to participate in saving your health, to participate in a group action that brings you together with others with like mind, who've come together in common aim and common purpose, and who are prepared not simply to sit there passively and observe, but are actively taking part. This is your opportunity to actively take part in this podcast. I want you to observe these group of people who've come together in common aim and common purpose. There you go. Yes, they've come together in common aim and common purpose. See them? I hope you're not sitting down now, people. You've got to stand up, sit for a few minutes. That's right, bend your knees now. That's right, bend your knees. See the children around them watching them? Mum and dad, yeah? Uncles and aunties, cousins, yeah? All watching. Friends, all come together, common aim. Common purpose. There you are. Raise your arms. Raise your arms now, people. Raise your arms. That's right. That's what's important. Just a few minutes. Yes, that's right. Raise your arms. Bend your knees a little bit. There you go. It will help you. Yeah? It will enhance you. That's right. Raise your arms. Just a few moments. There you go. Wow. That's right. Oh yeah, I'm feeling it. You see them, they're big and they're small, they're wide and they're slim. Oh yes, but they come together, common aim, common purpose. Well done you. Each one of you, that's right. Those of you who are participating now, understand the importance of these few moments. You see them? Oh yes, they're smiling, they're enjoying themselves. I'm sure you look at them. Oh yes, oh yes, keep pressing. There you go. There you are. Come together. There you are. Raising their knees. Yes. They're helping themselves. Pull their resources. Now exercising together. Yes. See those children watching mum and dad, aunts and uncles. Yes. Learning, absorbing, incorporating part of their downcast. There's hope for us all. Exercise together. But where you are right now, just a few seconds of exercise. Even just straighten your arm. Put it back. That's it. Up and down. That's what we need to do. That makes all the difference. And together, we can and will transform the world. There you are. They have their children in the room now, exercise together, teaching those children good habits that take into their adulthood. This is what we are. This is what we understand as collective responsibility. Sponsors coming up soon. Oh yes, there you are. Okay, there you are. Absolutely fine. He's feeling strong. You see, we're becoming stronger. We're doing this together. In unity is strength. In unity is strength. Put in their resources, anything is possible. All your resources where you share the same vision, common aim and common purpose, and where your health is indeed your highest wealth. I repeat, your health is your highest wealth. Come together and you can transform your health, your family, your network. Hey, our society does. Common aim, common purpose. That's the way forward. Okay, we stop there, shall I? Well done to every one of you. Well done to every one of you who participated in that. Just for a few minutes, yes? It makes all the difference. Mitigate against those conditions that are weighing down on human beings generally. Yeah, you are the change makers. We are the change makers, and together we could transform our families, our networks, indeed our communities. There you are. Hold true to those visions. Hold true, and all will be well. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. And I know we have transformed many individuals, many families, many networks. Well done. Let's keep propagating that type of message, and all will be well. Note the word? All will be well. All righty, all righty. That, of course, was an important lifestyle message. Very important lifestyle message. Now we move forward. The meetings I've mentioned was a very important meeting. I want to urge you again. If in doubt, ask questions, okay? The meeting organised by the People's National Party UK, which is a social enterprise, not-for-profit social enterprise here in the UK, to propagate the ideas of unity and strength amongst the peoples here in Britain and Europe. It is a fantastic organisation. I urge you, wish to attend the meeting scheduled for Wednesday, the 26th of November to start at 7 p.m. That is, of course, Greenwich Mean Time. Yeah? It's a Zoom meeting, therefore it's online. You could be in your home, on your phone. You can observe, take on board the information shared. It'd be a truly exciting experience, I'm assuring you. So the email address quoted is a little difficult to describe. So what I'm going to do is put the Motivator Show email address on screen. The Motivator Show 501 at gmail.com. You wish to attend that meeting, send a message through to us there on that email address, and we will then respond to you with the relevant URL so you can register for that meeting. And of course, if you wish to receive our notices of each episode of the Motivator Show, use this email address as well. Okay. I also want to encourage you. These are, of course, challenging times for us all. Each episode of the Motivator Show, said many times, is to provide good quality information, sincere information, so you can make good decisions, to empower you. And most certainly, above all, we're here to de-brainwash. Because much of the information we receive through the media is filtered through a lens that's unhelpful. Let's put it that way, unhelpful. truly unhelpful. So what you want is information from the source, authenticated from those who are experiencing, mhm, those who have direct experience. Okay. So here, the Motivator Show has had a series of guests who have been truly inspirational. Okay. Guests who've really discussed the importance of coming together. And you recall the most recent episode in which we featured 7 ways in which Pan African ideas are changing the world. I want to thank my guests on that particular podcast. You can find it again on our YouTube channel. Okay. It was truly inspirational. There is a follow up podcast to go with that, okay, which will be published very soon. Okay. It was a truly empowering experience of which many who I've spoken to found the information shared by my guests be truly inspirational, empowering. Okay. And of course, enables a number of individuals to overcome these so called tribal, communal, or national identities, which act often as barriers to us coming together in common aim and common purpose. Each of you will understand what I'm saying. Yeah? In the Caribbean, they used to propagate the ideas of big island, small island, differences. Yeah, but we've overcome that in the Caribbean. Yeah, we no longer use such childish phrases. No longer do so. We recognize in unity is strength. So the many people that make up the Caribbean people coming together in strength, recognizing, working together, it's the only way forward. Yeah? We wish to propagate those ideas across the African continent. Absolutely critical. Yeah. Regardless if you're tall or you're thin. Yeah. If you're Yoruba or Ashanti. Hmm. If you're Koso, yeah, or others. You come together in common aim and common purpose. Understanding, working together, you work together in unity, and in unity is strength. That's the vision. Yeah, that's the vision. A vision which is realizable once the decision is taken. We're much better and safer together. Yeah. Uh-huh. Profound, huh? Simple messages, but profound. So look out for that particular episode of The Motivator Show. 7 ways Pan African ideas are changing the world. Yeah? And most certainly, most certainly, the continent of Africa and the Caribbean. I couldn't go by a Demotivator Show episode without mentioning that country of Nigeria. Yeah, the most populous country on the continent, an economic powerhouse. Okay, but it's still going through strife. Mhm. Of course, I've had a series of episodes which focus on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who's a prisoner of conscience in Nigeria. Today, yeah, this is not science fiction. You know. Today, we say Biafra forever, the Ibo people will rise. That's what we say here. And in doing so, it enhances the whole of West Africa because in unity is strength. They understand the importance of unity. But you've got to respect each community, each people, each nation that make up that great nation of Nigeria. Got to respect them. Got to respect them. He's now fighting for his liberty in court. Yeah, in a court which could be said to be somewhat partisan at times, to say the least. To say the least. Why would a man be imprisoned when the government has already accepted that the basis for their charges are baseless? Baseless. You cannot simply kidnap a person from another country Yeah, not go through diplomatic routes. Yeah, base less. So I will continue to give rise to the Igbo people. But a special episode coming up on the remarkable achievement of Igbo people worldwide. Of course, I do the Yoruba people, but I most certainly want to do the Igbo people. They are a quite remarkable people, spiritual people, powerful people. We need to encourage them. We need to encourage growth in Nigeria. And that's not possible. That is not possible if you are first parts of the nation. That is not possible. So I urge you, each of you from Nigeria, to come together in common aim and common purpose. That's what I wish to encourage you to do. I will get the leaders of the indigenous people of Biafra organization here again in the studio to give us a further update of the current position status of Mazi Nyamdi Kano. Okay, we'll get them back in the studio. Let's see what we could do. Just keep this issue alive. Thank you. It was an important announcement. That was an important podcast. Very, very important. The future of Africa is at stake. We must get this right. Yeah, we must get this right. We must get it right. There you go. All righty. Let me lighten up a bit. Here we go. We're now moving to the main feature for today's podcast. Many of you will be well aware that I'm of that historic African diaspora. Okay? More than 250 million of us scattered across the world, particularly across the Caribbean and the Americas. And of course, a fair number here in Europe and Britain. Mm-hmm. We're part of that enforced dispersal. Mm-hmm. The illegal chattel enslavement of my ancestors. Use of term deliberately chattel enslavement. Mm-hmm. Because it has already been found by independent constitutional international legal experts that was illegal. And in fact, I will replay a part of the interview where we looked at the details of this horror and why it happened. It is important to note the interview that we will play today is part of that reparations process, because reparations begins with self. I repeat, reparations begins with self. Mm-hmm. Remember, we are the change makers, and therefore we have to take deliberate action to repair. What you will hear, what you will see in a few moments, will be that reparations in action, this initial stage of reparations, which is self-repair. Mm-hmm. Recognizing the strength, the majesty of the diasporan Africans who are spread across the world. Okay, respecting them, but also those leaders on the continent to reach out. Yep, reach out, as His Excellency Emperor Haile Selassie did almost decades ago to create the EWF, the Ethiopian World Federation. He reached out to the African masses and said, come home. Yeah, you remain an integral part of us. Come home. Again, that's another episode of The Motivator Show. Go to the channel, you'll see it. You'll see His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie, and His Majesty. Praise Jah, Rastafari, honor and respect. And of course, recognizing the importance of the Ethiopian Tehido Church, Orthodox Tehido Church, possessors of the only authentic Bible, untainted by social politics, often found here in Europe. That Bible doesn't have 66 books, it has 88 untainted books. It is a powerful testimony to African resilience. To all members of the Ethiopian Orthodox Tahido Church, enough and respect to you all. Enough respect to you all. But today's show will focus on a people in Nigeria, a majestic people in Nigeria. Oh, I won't give too much away. Watch this interview. It will truly be an inspirational experience. And you will know and understand why, yeah, tears, yes, I know I do it a lot. Tears came to my eyes. Yeah. Yeah, tears came to my eyes. Wow. Powerful. This is reparations in action, translating words into action, whole essence and fundamentals of the Motivator Show. I want you to watch and learn and appreciate the implication, not just for this part of Nigeria, but for the African continent, to bring the children home, to reconnect the diaspora with their source. Indeed, with the kith and kin. Mhm. Yeah. There it goes. Watch and learn. This is the motivator here. This is where we translate our words into action, and where success is ours for the taking. And today's interview will be truly inspirational, people. I have what is almost a unique event in preparation to take place, and it would involve Jamaica. Yes, hey, if we involve Jamaica, hey, I tell you, why, I have a truly inspired Jamaican man with us today, okay? So I'm going to ask him, please, one, to just state his name, okay? He may give us his name and the other name, but we'll let him do that, okay? I'm going to ask him the place that he represents, okay? Then I might ask him afterwards, the place where he was born. Yes, I'm going to say the word born, Mr. Born. Mr. Born,
yes.
huh? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sire. Okay, see, you know. Hey, this is going to be so good, I tell you. Hey, true Jamaican man, but someone who understands his roots. Sir, can I ask you please to introduce yourself? Just say the place you now represent, and we'll talk about where you were born later on. But just say your name and the place, please. Go ahead.
Okay. I am Crown Prince of Amadi Kingdom, the first Jamaican to be crowned prince in Africa. Amadi Kingdom, from the Biafra, and is located eastern part of Nigeria, Ebonyi State.
Okay. Ebonyi State.
Yes.
So Ebonyi State, is it? So that's the Ibo area. That's like part of Biafra.
Yes.
Is that right?
Eastern part. Yes.
Eastern Biafra. Wow.
So the title which I hold is Eze Aga, Eze Udu. So this is directly from the king lineage as well. You mean king of war, Aga, king of peace, Udu, Eze Udu.
I am truly honored to speak with you today. Okay.
Thank you.
I'm going to return to the place that you represent, but I am interested, and as you know, from the Caribbean and particularly Jamaica, we've recently gone through this catastrophe of Hurricane Melissa. Okay, now you are a Jamaican, you said. Okay, can I ask you just for the benefit of the audience, just tell us where in Jamaica you were born and was where you were born affected by Hurricane Melissa?
Yes, I was born in Kingston, Jamaica.
Okay,
and about 3 days after my birth, my grandma, she got the telegram, and she came from Westmoreland, So Seaford Town is close by with the Germans. So she hired one of those trucks with the Germans and came there, picked me from my mom, and bring me back to Westmoreland for one reason, that is that my mom was troubled with epilepsy, and she couldn't afford for me to stay with my mom. So my grandma came and picked me up. So I was raised in Westmoreland, Lambs River to be precise.
Lambs River. Now, I believe Westmoreland was right in the path of Hurricane Melissa.
The eye of the storm.
The eye of the storm, yes.
Yes, it is in the eye of the storm. And Westmoreland is really damaged. It's also my main concern now, because in my district, our house top was blown off. And I see all the churches in the community, whether Pentecostal, Adventist, all the different churches within the community, the top is off. Church of God, whatever it is. Plus the homes that they're just crushed, the trees. Matter of fact, we have over 4,000 coconut trees. And they told me that about 5 kind of standing, so we suffer greatly.
Yes.
And I always enjoy when I go down, I just take up my machete and I'm in the farm, because my grandfather was a farmer as well.
Yes.
That we used to supply banana. My grandfather used to supply banana to the British, the boat that took to England. Yeah.
Wow. So all your family been badly affected by Hurricane Melissa. Okay.
In that community, yes. It's like elephant chewing an egg.
Yes. Wow. And but are they safe? Your family, or have they been safe?
Word is coming in that they are safe, but there are some places like we have, like Red Ground, Little London, down in Sablama side.
Yes.
Wary. So some we're still not getting through because the network. So I'm calling. So that kind of give me like some great concern, headache.
Yes.
And there is a region that is in George's Plain within that side. Those places just squash.
Yes.
Break up. But I did spoke to Bishop Stewart there, and he's sending me some picture with the houses, and it's the same thing with my father side. The place just devastated, and it's in my concern now to see what can we do, what I need to be doing, and they're sending me a letter authorizing me to help. So the bishop is going in within the area. He's a JP as well, so I'm glad for that with the integrity.
Right.
As well.
And let's hope that we can help you as well. Because that area, I'm trying to think of I think these are sort of P&P areas, Westmoreland and so on. We have, in my last podcast, featured the sort of P&P press conference highlighting the support that they're receiving. And you're right, Westmoreland is right in the eye of the storm, right in the middle of the path. Yes, totally.
St. Elizabeth as well, because we are neighbor.
Yes.
Within that side. So if you go Betheltown, Darliston, Cambridge, Lambs River, Seaford Town, Berkshire. Last week I was with the Graham, that person that the tree fell down on the house.
Okay.
So I was with the niece. And the teacher who teach me at Cambridge School, I went to Cambridge High, and he's a principal there, who live in St. Leonard, which we were trying to see if we can get him. By the time we get him, we heard his house blow down. So that's my principal.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
That is in St. Leonard. So Dundee, I could walk Dundee, Seaford Town. So within the Hamity, I spoke to another person in Hamity. Those areas just devastated. Okay. It's really devastating. So I was thinking, I need to see how our house went there, but I can't just think that alone. I think sovereign, I think the community, and I think the whole parish within there and Westmoreland, because I don't understand that hurricane it was supposed to come through Portland, and we were watching it, and it's like it's standing out there. I'm not sure if it's coming from out the water and it have a piece of grade where you have to go and pass, and then it zigzag.
Yeah, it's zigzag. That's right. It's stop.
It came and it's like it's aiming. It's like say, you understand? I'm looking at this thing, and then it aimed for the tip, just like part of the island there, and then it just comes straight up through St. Elizabeth. We're talking about Black River. Then we have the seaport. Then we have Maroon Town, a compound town. So it hit in that area, and then it just
very bad.
And then it goes out to Montego Bay as well. So I was growing up in Montego Bay. Most of the other area that I understand, I'm monitoring it, that they got flood.
They got flood.
Most
that's
of
right.
them,
Kingston
like
flood.
Thomas, Portland. I spoke to the Maroon because I'm also a Maroon ambassador as well.
Okay.
So I spoke to them, and they said, well, they still have fruit on the tree, so that's
they need to have something. My crown prince, I think what we will have to return to this, and we will invite you to a meeting that's been organized in order for us to raise the resources we need to support the people. Because you and I might remember Hurricane Gilbert, and it took what 10 years to recover from Hurricane Gilbert. Now this one was even more powerful than Gilbert.
More powerful, because this is Category 5.
Category 5 as well, and that was 4. Yes. So, well,
and
we could.
I'd say something about Gilbert. I was going to Seaport Town Training Center. You know the German. There's an area in Jamaica where it's heavily concentrated with the Germans.
Yes.
And I'll go to that institution, which is connected to CAS. So I was doing electrical installation during that time. I left to go to school, and then my sister, who is teaching in Montego Bay now, he said, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm going to school." He said, "Can't you see how the place?" So when I look up, I see the whole if I drank for them, they call them vulture, which I understand is a controversy between about those crow now happening. But then I turned in Lamjeva Square, and I stayed by, Lester Lewis. He sing Jesus the Winner Man.
Yes.
Winner Man. So he's like a father to me as well. We travel. I'm a part of the group. Then he's in Mandeville. But within that scope, then I literally was within the shop and on the shop front watching hurricane, and then we were dodging, and then we will be very careful call in that. But I had that first-hand experience
great
of the hurricane, and then after it's like I went into a shop. I went into a shop, just by seeing and the experience. We wanted to experience it, but so when this hurricane coming back and it's happening. It's like I'm going back through that, and I'm wondering subconsciously, so I can imagine what our people go through. And I tell you, as much as there's some things that's happening between Amadi Kingdom and Jamaica now. In August, the king that crowned me as crown prince, we go into this, that he passed away in August, just right after I finished in June my university. So I'm just preparing to go for his funeral, which 3 days after I will be crowned king. That's in the tradition. An organic kingdom, not a political one. So say 100
we're giving too much away too soon. Giving too much away too soon. Before we get there, the issue of Jamaica and the impact of
come back to that.
is
So what I want to say, as much as I have this task on my hand, knowing what happened to Jamaica, I'm thinking that my heart beat is in Jamaica right now.
Yes,
my heartbeat, and I want to see that our people go well. And I'm appealing to everyone out there as well. I saw Buju Banton; he's very upset that there was some release and it's not going through well. And so I'm appealing to everyone. Let us pull together.
That's right.
And do
that's right.
And I'm here, and I'm saying that while being here, I want to make use of myself from now to January, which is the last of being a crown prince.
That's right. And I said I want to come to that, and it is important. And and let's see if we can contact the MP for that area as well, and speak directly to the MP. But let me now return to you, because clearly you are an exceptional, remarkable human being. Now, I know, let me tell you, as a Jamaican man myself, every Jamaican man out there is looking to you. You are Crown Prince in Africa, of the Amadi Kingdom.
Amadi Kingdom.
So tell me, first of all, how is it a man born in Jamaica, a true born Jamaican man, we listen to you, we know the way you roots
so it is like that.
How is it that you become a Crown Prince? What's so special about you? Tell us.
It's a divine thing, and this is something where I give the glory to the Almighty for choosing me. Just like there was a Joseph, he was chosen for Egypt. There was a Daniel, he was chosen to be president in Babylon, which is present Sudan, and Esther in that location as well, Persia. So on these divine appointment and alliance, it is a gift. First, when I was born, my grandfather, when come into the reality that he has this grandson, the Governor General, I think at the time, was Sir Clifford. So he gave me that first name, Clifford, and then Ricardo McCallum.
Forgive me, Mike Van Prince, forgive me for interrupting. I just want to make sure. So you're born in Jamaica.
Yes.
How is it you are connected to the Amadi Kingdom in Nigeria? How is that connection established, first of all? Explain that.
Okay. So with this connection, divinely and with an awareness, a sense of our roots, it's back in Africa. And it is thus says that if a bird fly off the ground and pitch on an ant's nest, the bird is still on the ground. So as we were taken as diaspora out of the country, we still have our roots and our connection on the ground.
Absolutely. So yes.
So in the essence of I'm always have that consciousness of Africa and our roots and the hungry and the yearning, and it's the Almighty directed my path in this way, which I was told that whatever Marcus Garvey started, I would help to finish that work, to fulfill the assignment. There's something start. So as diaspora, the king in question, Eze Aga, Eze Udu, he had a dream, a vision, after he came back from Cameroon, because he was out by his brother taking the throne after his father died. He went to Cameroon for 30 years. His brother passed away. They recognized him as the crown prince, was the firstborn at the time, and installed him, through the telephone and so his kingdom was kept intact. Because his brother that took the throne. And then when he came to Abani, which is in Abia, then he had this dream again, which told him that he must not ascend to the throne because there would be someone that will be coming from the Americas. When we say Americas, South America, North America, from the Americas, that would bring peace, tranquility, and that will succeed him as his
prophecy. In other words, a prophecy. Whoa!
It was prophecy and in his dream. And when we come to dream, Jamaican understand about dream. Like I said, with my grandfather, he used to send me go buy Japan through the dream he had and tell me the list what to buy. And my aunt, so everybody in the house, the Clegan family, they're very much to do with dream. So in the kingdom, Amadi Kingdom, the king and Africans, they understand dream. And our roots is like with Joseph, the dreamer. He saw stars. And also stars is light in a dark place.
Yes.
And then he saw wheat bowing to him. So it's grassroots, So as low as we can get in the grassroots level, he saw things bowing to him. So it's within these scope. So Papa, who had the dream, we call him Papa, Eze Aga. And it's a Hebrew kingdom as well. When we say Eze, mean Ezekiah. Eze mean king, the title of a king.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
So within this dream, he was told that you must not ascend to the throne until, because if you do, divine judgment. So Amadi Kingdom is a very interesting kingdom. Amadi mean like kingdom is lightning and thunder. That's what it meant as well. You know, so it's very mysterious, but it's a divine one. It's one that if you can't take the heat, come out of the kitchen. And when you go back to the history of Amadi, they are coming from Benin Kingdom.
Benin.
Their roots, yes. When you start to look at the history of Benin Kingdom and West Africa, then if you say Ivory Coast, and it's on YouTube where we have the Jews from Israel, they're saying, oh, they find the Jews of Nigeria. So you're talking about Biafra or the Igbo.
Yes, it is true.
And we are connected. And so I've been researching. I've been doing 2 years of sabbatical because I go to Bible schools or do missionary work, travel the Caribbean. I've been studying, but during the COVID or before the COVID, I was told not to do anything, go on a sabbatical and seek my face. So with the Almighty, He's instructing me in this way. A couple of years before that, I saw a huge, massive tree that was gone up into the cloud, and I was looking up. And then when I looked through the cloud and looked back at this oak tree, I saw the roots of the tree that it's stretched straight into the Caribbean, into South Africa and other different places. And I heard a word that says, seek out my people, the diaspora, the roots that go straight through Brazil to Americas and these places. So I have a divine mandate and an assignment.
I understand. And Can I ask you, my Crown Prince? So
yes.
How is it then that we understand that the king had this vision in his dream, okay? That they wait for the person from the Americas, okay? But how is it that you were there in the Amadi Kingdom? How is it that you were there? Okay. Were you there on business? Were you on still on a sabbatical? Why were you there?
Okay, I'll get straight to the point. I was doing residential social when I was doing the studying. And after when I finished, it's like within the scope, it's like the Spirit of the Almighty was stripping me. He said, all these titles you have with evangelist, and I'm going to strip you. I'm going to strip you of everything from that religiosity. And I said, okay, so I submit myself to it. And it's during this process too, I was going through a lot. And I realized I have to humble myself and everything that was about me. You know, I'm a celebrity as well. I do music. I have a song called Justice. You look on YouTube and other different songs, Broken Pieces and Been Through My Rough Time. So I've been known out there. But with all my title and everything, you know, I submit myself. And then only to realize that I was being given in the realm of the spirit the title of a crown prince. So I'm more into a kingdom setting. And I'm there going through the scripture and I'm getting my instruction, divine instruction as to his people and Africa. And
so forgive me, my
even when I'm talking to some of my family, I'm coming to that where I become strange to even some of my family members because I'm doing research and I'm bucking up on things where Abraham came out of Egypt, Genesis 13, and he went south and continued on his southern journey, chapter 3, verse 3, until he reached back to Bethel. I'm saying Bethel is in southern Africa, and I'm there doing research and I'm finding these things. And some night he's waking me up saying, look this. And sometimes I find myself in this location and I find the Sea of Galilee, Falls Bay, and I'm writing songs on it, and I'm seeing Barnsburg Mountain in Namibia, and he started to show me that during the COVID, is the 400 years is up, which is 2020, and that's when the COVID hit, and I saw Burkina Faso, and then I came into Genesis 12, and he says, leave Burkina Faso and come. Burkina Faso means my fatherland, you know, and I started coming into this reality. But one of the things that struck me, and I came into that reality with is when Abraham met with Melchizedek. Melchizedek is a title. So I understand title now when I'm coming into it, where he met him with bread and wine. And he was going to pass down that royal mantle to Abraham. And this was to his children. So this is where this title and this coronation, our roots is in that order of Melchizedek.
So just to be clear then, my crown prince. So just to be clear, my crown prince. So the king had the vision that he should not ascend the throne, to the throne, okay, and should wait for the person from the Americas. So you were in Nigeria, okay. You were visiting the country for a particular purpose, or how is it that you were there? How did they identify you as being the person?
So after I finished the assignment so I now asked the Holy Spirit, what do I do now? Because he told me, I said, do I go on conference? Do I travel? Because I travel America, Canada, all over. I said, do I go and do missionary work, conference, seminar? And he said, no. So he said, food, going to the restaurant thing and so forth. So I said, okay. So it's during that time, one of my friends came back from Nigeria, married to a king there as well. So the connection was, so during the connection, I end up I register a restaurant in Ghana, and then I register one in Nigeria. The Nigeria one, however, came through before the one in Ghana.
Okay.
And then I made my preparation and went to Nigeria. So it's during this time that when I landed in Lagos, it was during this time that the restaurant, that the business I'm going into was Papa's son. Obina.
Okay.
That's the prince. He said something about he was royal before, but I said when I reached there, I asked him, but right now I'm concentrating on the restaurant. So I want to be entrepreneur because, Westmoreland people can cook too. And Jamaica, especially men, the parents.
We try to tell the women, we men can cook good. Huh?
Yeah. So anywhere we go from, our home, we can home food. So by going there, Imo State. So when I land in Nigeria, the king have a dream. He's waiting for 10 years now. And the dream he had that he must not ascend to the throne, that the person that he was told not to ascend to the throne until the person come had no land in Africa, in Nigeria. That's when I was land there. So he's now become curious. Then I came 1,000 miles. I traveled on the bus, 1,000 miles. I came into Imo State. And then I spent 3 days. I did a conference, came to Ebony. And that's where I'm at the
state.
house.
Ebony is a state in Nigeria, that's right?
No, I came to Abia first. So in Abia, the king was there. So he's 2 hours away from the village where his kingdom is, but he was told not to ascend to the throne. So he didn't make the move. He was staying by one of his sons. So this is where I am now literally at the house where the king is, staying by his son.
Right. Oh, that's how you encounter
Ebony State is 2 hours away. So when I came there, now the king started to have these dreams. I heard him. I'm in one of the room, and I heard when he's screaming out sometime in the dream. So one of these morning, the king, I heard him about 3 o'clock when he screamed out. I was wondering what's happening. So Obina, his son, the prince, came to me and he says, Papa, I want to speak to you. I said, okay, I wonder what Papa, because we met before and everything. I'm at the house. So we are planning for the restaurant because I already have a place which I've already paid for. So we just, me go bush, go look bamboo. Yeah? So we chop bamboo, we're cleaning up the place and we are designing and we go get me jerk pan them ready and everything, you know? And I'm saying, that's what I've been doing in between. So this morning in particular, Papa said one thing, and I saw when he came with tears in his eyes, and he began to start to pour out. He said, I'm a king. And this is what happened, you know, when my father passed away, my brother took the throne. And to the point that he says, the dream I had last night was that Papa came to me in the dream and he says, the person you've been waiting on is now in your house.
Oh. Wow.
He's in your house.
Huh.
From Lagos is now in your house. That is the person. And so his father gave him, he had 3 tubes of yam and he gave him the first one and said he should give it to me, which means that he has chosen me as his firstborn.
Wow.
As the firstborn for
Powerful.
the kingdom.
Powerful. That's prophesied, and that's instinctive, intuitive behavior. He knew that you are the one.
Yes. So even with all of that, how could I know that this thing was happening? It was never told. Even when Obina, he's my business partner, his son is my business partner.
Yes.
With no connection as to I'm coming there and I should be crowned. And none of this. It's all about business. You know?
Wow.
So it is in this light that when he's speaking to me, I'm there looking at him, I'm listening, but I'm saying how divine it is for me to be prepared during the same time during the COVID until I'm stripping you of all these titles and everything, and I'm going to give you something better.
Right.
I'm giving you for kingdom. So I've been training kingdom mentality.
Whoa.
Of which I've become strange to. And then this divine connection, that is now saying that if you will accept, this is a part of your faith. Will you accept to become the crown prince of Amadi Kingdom?
Wow.
And when I say yes with a purpose, yes divinely, yes with the assignment, yes accepting the mandate, and yes with an, overstanding.
Yes, overstanding, yes.
I was born to do this, and I'm ready for this. I've been prepared from before the beginning of time.
Tell them.
Yes?
Yes, tell them.
And yes to the movement of Marcus Garvey, but even more Deuteronomy that says 30:30, and Job chapter 8:8 and verse 9, he said, there is a people not long ago. Go and check yourself and see if it's not you. So I've been prepared from before time, and I'm accepting my fate now that I was born to do it, and I accept.
Yes.
So we begin to weep together. All of us, we were weeping together. That this thing is for real. It came to pass. And then Papa went on the phone and called the council of elders. He called the council of elders and said, I have now found the person that we are waiting on. And they were rejoicing. Wow. That was another thing. That's 2 hours away in Ebony State. And so we make the arrangement, and they guide me as to what to do. I have to, get the gift for him as a king. So I begin to start to respect him more from Obina Papa, which I call him Papa, to the king. And I'm now showing that respect as the king.
You are indeed.
The whole thing now with the elders, the whole village and the kingdom is as if Jacob here, your son is alive.
What a thing. My gosh.
And I want to say this in the light that Jacob was,
please.
His name is Jacobi, really. It means firstborn, the crown prince. And he was at his house, and a chariot showed up and he said, what is the meaning of this? He said, your son, Joseph, Yosef, is still alive. He was convinced because of what he's seen and so forth. And this is what happened. The whole village, and they were so happy. If it had just happened within 1 year, but because, the Almighty had a way to work in mysterious ways, and his wonders is to perform. That 10 years, they were willing to wait, and his kingdom was intact, like Nebuchadnezzar. He left the throne, but his kingdom was intact.
Yes.
And they accepted, and then I had to now get salt for the women in Amadi Kingdom to bring to them as part of my initiation, so that they can cook for their husband.
Yes, that's the tradition.
And they prepare the cola. They prepare the cola nut. And Papa arranged it. I have to prepare you honor the king by, like, if it's wine, or you give him the gift as well. So I go through that. It's a custom, the custom and the tradition. And so when I arranged, I had to go.
Yes, I've got to say that
And
you
then
are
I
officially the crown prince.
I will enter the eastern gate. Before I left, I had a bottle of olive oil that I used for ministry. And Papa, I gave it to him. He prayed over me and anointed me.
You are
there was
truly
another
anointed.
person that was supposed to come with us. He was at the house, a visitor from another state. And Papa said, no, he can't come with us. Because there's three stages of crowning traditionally. There's one among your kingsmen, and then the other one reach out to the village, and another one go international. So he couldn't come.
So can I just check with you, if I may, my crown prince, you've given us a lot of information there, So I need to organize into bite-sized chunks so the audience can fully appreciate the majesty of what you described.
Right.
Okay. So you've now you have, by prophecy and by your conscious actions, been identified as being the natural successor through prophecy to King Eze. Yep. Now this is interesting. Okay, and now you're describing to us the process in which you formally become king, I believe, next year. But before you do that, before you describe that process, I want you please, let's say, more about these interesting people, the people of the Amadi Kingdom. Who are they? Where they come from? Do they have a divine roots? Tell us something about them before we get into the formal process of you becoming king. Tell us more about them, because these are interesting people. Tell us more.
Yeah. So, with the people of Amadi Kingdom, Papa is a prince that left the Benin city, Benin Kingdom, and so he travels with his entourage, his kingsmen, and they established. So it's Nodukwi. He say it's one of the autonomous community that make up the emissary, AMASIRI, emissary,
right?
Yeah, clan, which is located in Afipo, yeah, North local government area in Ebonyi State, Nigeria. So some of the key detail is about so it's the word NDUKWE. Ndukwi. Ndukwi. You have to swallow the N. Yeah.
Okay.
In the emissary local. Yes. So it's situated within the border of the emissary clan and the Ifo north of Ebonyi State. Administrative structure Ndukwi is designed as its own autonomous community alongside Okwi community, following the administrative restructuring within a larger emissary clan. So traditional leadership in the Kwe is an autonomous community, yeah? And it have its own tradition and rules and custom.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So we could go on and on with it. So within the community, there is like 100,000 resident, but some of them travel to Americas and other different places. So the least you can expect like 10,000 at a time.
Okay, right, at a time.
But if you come next month, all the Igbos go back to the east.
Oh, I'm going to ask a question. Yeah, tell us more. Tell us more about that. Tell us and why that happens.
They go back. There's a celebration in Christmas where all the elders within when they have like a 7 days celebration. I will send you some of those with the different elders, and they wear every year. You wear a different cap. So it's the red where they have green, but the yellow is the oldest person. So every year, yes, those who wear the yellow cap, these are the chief from the different regions. they come together. And also, this is where a lot of wedding take place in December.
Right.
And so it's like a mating season in the community. Many people, they would be under pressure, like especially the young men. They would be under pressure, the men. Come home, oh, come home, oh. We have a wife for you. Oh. You are joking in the Americas.
No pressure.
I know you are there. You are sowing your seed. You are sowing your oracle seed. But you will come home. You will meet me here. You don't have any children, so the pressure will be on them as well. Which the tradition is wonderful. So they all road, even if they are in Lagos, if they are in Abuja, wherever they are, it's coming back to the east. So coming back to this village. Americas, wherever it is. So they will come and get married. Even if they have a wife, they'll come and get married. And you can get married in church all you want, but the traditional one is very, very vital. And to say, and the note with that one too, Abraham would send his servant for Isaac, go and get married. And so, and you will frightened to know that between Cameroon and Nigeria, the land of Aram and Haran. Padan Aram is Cameroon and Nigeria.
Yes.
So that's where Jacob went and picked up his wife.
There you go. There you go. Tell me,
so Nigeria is the land of Aram.
Can I just double check that? So is there a historic origins of the people here of the Amadi Kingdom? Because it sounds, I've got some Hebrew connections by the description, some of the names. Just tell us more about that.
Yeah. Okay, if you just type in a line Google, just to begin with, just type in the Jews of Nigeria.
Okay, right.
Just type in, you see even Jewish radio, and you see YouTube where the Jews in Israel that says they have found some of the children of Abraham, the Jews of Nigeria. These are the Jews in Israel that is saying, and they visit our community. And they want to know more about the tradition. And they found out that our tradition is intact. As a matter of fact, in Amadi Kingdom, we have, because my head is grown, because the experience, like my head grow big. I'm telling you this when they're saying that. Here is, I am studying about the 12 tribes of Israel and where they are and so forth. And I'm coming in the reality and I'm coming face to face. So they said, okay, in Amadi Kingdom, there is a lot of Benjamite that use left hand and they love to fling rock stone. It said in the book of Judges that the Benjamite can use by a hairstring, breadth of a hairstring, and throw a stone and hit it. So they say in our village, we don't play, just like in Westmoreland, Lambs River, we don't play with rock stone. Yeah. Then the tradition and the custom. The tradition and the custom, the way I understand them, Leviticus, Numbers, and I understand them very easy to the way they're custom. And even I saw somebody, a Jew from Israel, was talking about the kola nut, eating the kola nut. When you go to a house, you have to indeed eat kola nut. So if even though I'm in the UK now, but I have kola nut, which is like a busy.
Yes, that's right.
We eat it together. You come to my house, we share kola nut together. With the elders meeting, they would first share kola nut. But even though I'm here and they have council meeting, when we meet online, I will be eating my kola nut there, they're eating there.
So it's interesting. So it's clear, and I've noticed that a number of people from the particularly Igbo people seem to have strong Hebrew and Jewish connections. And it is interesting to observe. I know those who are the majority population currently in Israel currently come from here in Eurasia, here in Europe, but actually there's many times that number across Central and West Africa, which is interesting, and it's worthy of further investigation for us here. Yes, my crown.
A note to you that if you go in, I think it's in Edo State, there's a statue that is there with God, the tribe. There is a statue there with the son of Jacob.
All right.
The tribe from the tribe of God. That his statue is there. Jacob's son, Irede. His statue is there, which tourists go and visit. That exactly how he looked. as an Igbo man with his hand up like this.
Look at that.
In that village, that Jacob's son, the statue of him in that village. You read there?
Yes.
It's on YouTube. You can look for it.
We'll look for it. Thank you. Thank you, my Crown Prince. And what you provide, you see, are the additional insights into the peoples of West and Central Africa. And the spiritual roots is clear. The evidence is, in fact, abundance of their Hebrew heritage. It is something for us to look at very closely. And thank you for giving us... Sorry, go ahead.
So when after my coronation, so within my coronation, when I enter into the Eastern Gate, and then the celebration begin, because there's a way you walk into the kingdom, to the palace, and then the celebration.
Forgive me for interrupting, my Crown Prince. I just want to take the audience gradually along the path now. Then, so you are now the Crown Prince. And therefore King David. Okay. Yeah. Now the process to your coronation. Can I just ask you just so that the audience can fully appreciate the process? Okay. So the first stage. What is the first stage of the process towards you becoming the king of the Amadi Kingdom? What is the first stage? Let's describe the first stage first.
Okay. Being the crown prince now, which we have an affidavit of truth that all the elders signed to.
Okay,
not
it's
just,
legal.
Not
it's
just
legal.
Word, but we have an affidavit of truth. All the elders, along with the king, they signed to it, as been adopted and also chosen as the heir to the kingdom, the successor of the king. So.
And to be clear, my Crown Prince, forgive me for interrupting. To be clear, in other words, the elders of the kingdom accepted you, and in turn, the people of the kingdom have accepted you as being the authorized, inspired Crown Prince. They have accepted you as such. That's right.
Yes, which I was crowned. So what you see, I'm wearing.
Okay.
These were placed on me. If it's a red or different color, but yes. So when you say Jamaican Igwe, so these, So
explain that for the audience. Explain that for the audience. You've got to explain that for the audience now.
Okay, I will explain.
Yes.
So with the coronation, which we have the council meeting, and then I sit with the traditional prime minister in Unugu. There's a traditional prime minister. It's called the King's Maker. Yeah.
Okay.
So he's
this is phase one. This is phase one. Yes, this is phase one.
That was phase one, because you have to have a foundation before you can accelerate.
Right. So they give you the ivory, which you have around the neck. Is it called? Did it have a particular name?
Yeah. So with these, I'm still learning. Yeah.
Okay.
As these are like original ivory, which I got in trouble coming through Kenya.
I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure you would. Yes. Yes, I don't like that.
But within the structure of the ceremony, it was done in a ceremony, which I sat with the traditional prime minister from the oldest to the youngest. So they were showing me that one is from the tribe of Ezekiel, which is an Assembly of God bishop. He's from the tribe of Ezekiel. He said yes. Then there were Benjamite and there were Judites. So these are, I mean, my head is being blown, but this is going on within the ceremony. Then he would place these, on my hand. So he do it ceremony until the process was finished. Papa have another brother who is a king in another different kingdom. So they celebrate for the whole day, which they cook, do everything, and we celebrate through the night. We were just the women of the kingdom with the men. They were dancing all through the night. And to the next, 2 days of celebration. The next day, the other king came from his kingdom with his people and came to salute me and celebrate that he accepted me
as the crown prince, right?
As the crown prince from another kingdom, which is Papa brother from another kingdom.
Recognition. So what's the next stage then? So now the people, the elders affirm, the peoples accept. We've had kings of a neighboring kingdom come and recognize you as the crown prince.
Yes.
What's the next step? What is the next step?
So what happened is so Papa passed away in August. So he passed away.
Our condolences.
So, what happened to indicate that you are truly the crown prince, truly the crown prince? When he passed, nobody can touch the body until the crown prince or the firstborn instruct what to do with it. If you say bury him the same day or put his body in the morgue, whatever. So they called me. I was sleeping and they say, your papa had passed. His carcass is here. What do I do? That's the elders. They called me. I was sleeping. I said, hold on. I went straight into the shower. I just showered and I came out back because I couldn't fathom what was happening, you know. And then they said, what do I do? And I said, immediately, take him to the morgue. And they move him. But for that,
you had to give instructions, right? You had to give the instruction. You had to give that instruction.
I have to give the instruction as the first one, and the crown. So it's from there, and then we now, as a family, the royal family first. Not even the elders; they don't get involved. We, the royal family, with his sons and the relatives, that we get in together, we plan, we decide on what to do. Then after they give us 7 days, after 7 days, we go to them and we say, okay, here are the situation. And then the plan. So they put up a budget together to say, okay, here it is. So they send me the budget that this is what it would take. It's a certain amount. So we've been going through this thing, plan carefully. So when we were going to do it this month, but we extend it finance-wise. We extend it to the 29th of January.
Okay.
So in the custom, 3 days after he is buried, then they will crown me the king.
I see. Yes, I see.
Yeah.
Ooh,
in some kingdom, in some kingdom, you don't get married until after the king is buried. So, but within that, they compromise.
So are you responsible for the funeral arrangement? You determine what happens during the arrangement? Yep.
So everything is on my shoulder. So I'm here. My brother is there, who is Obina, which is the prince as well. He worked with me. He accepted his fate. Because the bone of contention would... So what about the son? He had 2 other sons.
Yes, I was going to ask that question. Yes.
Yeah. But I think they learn a lesson too from the uncle that took the throne from Papa, that this throne is not something to play with. So, but he accepted the fate that this is my fate, this is my destiny. And so he's fully supporting me. Fully.
Forgive me for pursuing you further on that question. So he had sons. So why did not the son, the firstborn son, assume the title of crown prince? Why give it to you? I know you've answered the question, but I did want to hear your words.
Why did Pharaoh give Joseph the position?
I knew you were going to say that, yes.
Why did Daniel
divine,
and then make request for the 3 Hebrew boys to join him?
Yes.
Why was Esther sitting in Vashti's position?
Yes.
These are why, and why serve purpose. And I'm grateful, and also and I appreciate my brother, because we're not just saying his son, but my brother. I have to come into this where I take this responsibility. So I come into this alignment and this assignment that I'm not running from this. This is my duty. And also he stood with me and he said he accept.
Yes.
So he come into that revelation as well, that I've been chosen. He's with Papa, so he knows what Papa was waiting on.
Right.
And he understand it. And another thing is, he saw Papa phone, I bought Papa phone, and then now he has the phone there, which he saw my conversation with Papa and how I support and what I was doing. And he just give way to that. It's like his mind just blown to the reality.
I understand. Yes.
It's good to do good because he will follow you. So
that's
a lot of things align itself. And when your ways please him, the Almighty, and when you are called for a purpose, everything will have to give way.
Please,
one way or the other,
Yes.
So,
yes, well said. Well said. Well said.
The bone of contention, even my sister in Jamaica say, if it was me, I would be contending. I said, if it was me as well, I would have an attitude, So I tell you what it is. I tell you what it is. It's as they say, when a goat go in the bush, you not do wahala, you not do no problem. But when fall go in the bush and come out, he don't do wahala. So a lot of people think that when you see fall fly out of the bush, you saw something in there, something attacking. As you said, the cricket doesn't jump unless something is pursuing in the heart there.
That's right.
Or the thought.
That's right. Yes.
In the sense that it take prayer, it take fasting, it take believing in yourself and the confidence that whatever it is that arise, whether juju, whatever powers, whatever it is that is there, that listen, this is my faith. I'm called to do this. I'm doing this.
That's right.
And on that note, when I saw Marcus Garvey ship, those 4 ships, that they broke down, nothing was happening, and the undermine was taking place and so forth. But he stood his ground and then went underground. And said, well, there are things that happened in the past for our learning. But I must say, like I'm here now, we have a program that we set out, which is a feeding program every week with the elders. We meet. And I'm not just by myself. I have Dr. Rose. She's in America. She's Crown Prince. She's a UN ambassador. And she's from Jamaica. And I also have Yvette, Ambassador Yvette. She's with WOC, United Nations as well. She has cut out a part for me to use the United Nations account, which is, I sent it to you already. She's from Grenada. She's responsible to train like Miss World, Miss Jamaica. She worked with them. I was with them the other day at the, what do you call it? The Commonwealth 100 years. I was a guest. I was there with them as well. So Ambassador, well, she's a barrister as well. These 2 are also princess, which on my coronation, after my coronation, and then crowning, and then also initiating the other elders from other village, which bringing. So Amadi Kingdom, it dies after 60 years. So I'm picking up the pieces.
I'm not sorry, I don't understand that. Forgive me, my crown, I didn't understand what you said. Yes, please explain. Yes.
With Papa away from the throne, when his brother took it, he went into Cameroon. 30 years. His brother passed away within 5 years. He was on pain, things was happening to him.
Oh, I see.
Then after he passed away, the elders called Papa and said, we install you as the rightful crown prince, which he was, the firstborn. Then it took him 30 years to come back into Nigeria. And that's when he was waiting. He was instructed when he came back, don't ascend to the throne until the person will come from America. So that's that extra 10
and that
years.
person was you. That person was you. Yes.
So that we're talking about 30 and 40 years.
Right.
The kingdom is literally like everything just vanished. But the one thing that kept intact was the council of elders and the Unubu. Right. They were still running it. Yes. Nobody there to ascend to the throne. They were still running.
Wow. Powerful
so this
testimony.
Is what I'm grateful.
Yes. Yes, we are all grateful. We're all grateful that it has happened this way. Now you described the experience to date, okay, and you've now described the various phases. You said that 3 days after the burial, you can go forward with the coronation, but you delayed the burial until the 29th of January. Okay. I'm not sure I understood why you delay the burial until that date. Why not bring it forward? Why put it back to that date? Explain that, please, to us.
Okay. The challenge, the responsibility that comes with the challenge, and it's something you have to be strong, as it was given to Joshua. Be courageous and be strong.
Yes.
And focus. And we had, after we put the budget together and everything, we have a committee that a group that was supposed to help in the Americas, and we reach out to some of the brothers, even through Africa and our own people. But the fund delayed. So we've been sabotaged in one way or the other.
Okay.
And it's never happened. So I'm focused within that aspect to say, okay, instead of doing it this month, not taking the challenge, we are paying for things little by little, because there is a lot. During the event, there's dance group, there's this. We were for the invitation for the what do you call it, ministers from abroad, especially like of the High Commission and our government, maybe the cultural minister or the prime minister. The election came during that time as well. So we were watching to see what happened with Jamaica. But as the first Jamaican to be crown prince, it's been highlighted that this is history. You're not supposed to just do it.
Forgive me, Crown Prince. Forgive me. The point I'm making is, why delay the burial until the 29th? I'm
coming to that. Okay, that's what I'm coming to. So everything that we plan, it never goes accordingly. So we start to come together with our group, with the royal family, to say, okay, the fund is not enough or not there yet. We don't reach our target. We have the palace as well to fix, because the ancient palace, over 100 years. You know those palace.
Yes.
So they said so we have to repair that as well. So we take thought, and they said, okay, if we give ourselves some more time, we give ourselves to make the fund, to arrange for the funding so we can have it, and the preparation for the king, because we are not just bury a person, we are burying a king. And so for it to come, we need the finance, which we never meet our target. So we said, let's put it back to that. As for the coronation, we're going to do just the cultural one after the funeral, and then we're going to plan for the international one, which we have all the government from around the world to be there and so forth. So we just, everything is just in the pipeline.
Okay. Is there a target?
And then is there a target? We did that a little before the hurricane. So
my Crown Prince, can I just check then that so is there a target? Are you seeking to raise further resources so you can ensure the 29th, the burial on the 29th proceeds? So is there a target you set yourself, or do you want to keep that to yourself? I don't mind. It's your choice.
Yeah. No, I'm very open in the sense of, so within the target for the burial, plus fixing the palace, and then my coronation. Yes. And then after, so during the coronation too, we have a traditional wedding, which I will be getting married to.
As well. A lot's happening. A lot's happening very
from
quickly.
Another kingdom.
Yes.
So we're looking at, like, it could be like anywhere from 15 to 25 to 30,000.
Okay, all right. And how much have you raised so far?
That one, let me leave that one off. I will leave that one off.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just so we know
what came on us. What came on us is that with the hurricane that came on us, So it's like even some of the
Distract
people that were supposed to help, that everybody's mind is focused on Jamaica.
That's right.
So that is, one of the other things. So the challenge is there.
Okay, so you'll share the where people can make donations if they wish. You'll share that with us anyway. That is well.
Yes.
Can I just ask them? Yeah, I'll receive that information from you. Can I just move forward? Because I will put those details on the screen. Don't worry, during the final recording. Don't you worry. I want to now move forward to the coronation. Who do you intend to invite to your first of all? Where would coronation take place, and who would the invitation be extended to?
Okay, it all depends on if the funds come in as we, expected, then I would do with the international one. But for the first, after the Papa funeral, with the coronation, that we decide on the first low key to do just for the people in the kingdom. We'll do as a family in the kingdom. That's the first stage.
A coronation, just
which
for
would be
people.
It would be a low budget.
Right.
Yes,
okay.
we would be a low budget. So that budget could be like 10,000. Yeah.
Okay.
So within that budget, we do among ourselves and so forth. And then we plan for an extended time, maybe 6 to a year, to plan it properly.
Right.
So by then, we'll get the funds. And then we're talking about government, because this is historical. Government, we will do the international one, which will work with the governors across Africa and kings as well. I have the kings, so hopefully the Ashanti king would be there and all that. Because I also network with kings across Africa, Uganda, Kenya, South Africa, another thing.
Okay, so
Royal
so the
as well.
so there you are. That's the first part of the interview. You will see on the Demotivated Show channel the other 3 parts of that extensive interview on what will be Africa's first crowning of a Jamaican as a king to control a kingdom. Wow. Huh? Historic events. This is reparations in motion, in action. This is so important. I cannot understate the importance of this particular exercise. This is truly inspirational. But those of you, and you saw the latter part of the interview, the question of ensuring the coronation goes forward, happens on the appointed dates. They, of course, are now seeking to ensure they have the right facilities in place to ensure it will happen. What I want to play, if I just get up on my screen, here we go, up on my screen, details of the donation request. Listen keenly.
Please give whatever you can to help the Crown Prince to bury his adopted father, the late King of Amadi Kingdom. We also need every help possible towards covering the cost of his coronation. Donations should be made to World Humanitarian Organization for Peace and Equity, CIC, Community Interest Company, not-for-profit. Sort code 231185. Account number 722-50580. Thank you.
Thank you indeed. Thank you indeed. And a recording of his interview will be immediately available on the YouTube channel. Give what you can. This will be an historic event. Its psychological importance I cannot understate. It will be a powerful example of reparations in action. Reparations begins with self. I say again, reparations begins with self-repair. It is our responsibility to reconnect the children with their parents once more, yeah, with our sources. It is our responsibility to teach history, culture, and tradition to our children, to our peoples. It is our responsibility to appreciate the philosophy that underscores the religious traditions across the continent of Africa and now the Caribbean. It is our responsibility to keep hope alive. I'm extremely hopeful for the future, very confident for the future. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think you'd all want to enjoy with me, and I'll just put up on the screen as well. Just to engage in some actions following that interview. Because what that interview proved is that African culture and traditions are very much intact. It's about awareness. That's what it is. Our awareness of it around us, because it is all around us. We need to honor and respect those cultures and traditions, yeah? Those philosophies that are the cornerstones for our identities. Okay. So I just want to do this, if I may, for all of you. Let me put up on the screen. There we go. I want to clap as well. I know you appreciate what I'm about to do. Yeah. 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 Thank you. Thank you for the applause. Thank you for those applause. Thank you for those applause. Thank you. They are poignant and powerful recognition. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, subscribe. We will send you details. If you wish to receive our regular notifications, I'll put it on the screen again. Reach out by email to demotivatorshow501@gmail.com. Okay, and you'll receive notification of these podcasts as they occur. And we've got a quite a lot to distribute to you all. There's much to be published over the next month or two. Enormous amount of information. Enormous amount of information. Empowering information. I say again, empowering information. Because in unity is strength. It is a job of those who wish us harm. They're the ones that will promote disunity amongst the peoples. Mhm. Note, they're the ones who will backbite. They're the ones who will whisper. They're the ones, when it comes to important decisions, will obfuscate, will delay, obstruct, distract. Yep. You can easily identify them, easily identified. But it's important for you, the people, to remain true to your cause. You've heard that inspired man, yeah, who divinely chosen a series of dreams, a series of wisdom from the elders, which are speaking to us all through the ether. Yeah, there you are. Powerful testimony. We are truly powerful spiritual people. His coronation will be a cornerstone moment, a moment, a placeholder in history. His coronation. You see him, just an ordinary man, but engaged in extraordinary activities. It's you. That's you. Yep, it's you. You are the change makers. You are the change makers. That's why the Motivator Show exists, to motivate you to stay healthy. Oh, you've got to stay healthy, physically healthy, mentally healthy, spiritual healthy. That's what we want you to be. Vitally important. Lifestyle messages are critical. But if in doubt, ask questions. Okay. If in doubt, ask questions. go to our YouTube channel. There we are, put it on the screen. Go to our YouTube channel, The Motivator Show. Yeah. That DE space Motivator Show. Okay, there's space. Okay. And you find us. You'll be inspired by the content, and there's much, much more coming. Much more to come. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm so, oh, gosh. Just being the present of that great human being, being the present of so many of you who are just absolutely outstanding human beings. Some of you are only here on the phone. Some of you, we have this interaction. And some of you I'm privileged to meet in the flesh, in the physical, as it were. Oh, yeah. Inspiring, truly inspiring. And my hope for humanity continues to rise. Oh, yeah. Don't let the naysayers tell you otherwise. If you work together, work in unity, with common aim and common purpose, there's very little can stop you from succeeding. And even if you were to temporarily fail, the fact that you're working together, you're all supporting each other, it is transformative, truly transformative. So I say to you all, if in doubt, ask questions. I'm going to play the intro video to close this podcast. But I just want you to keep in mind, we're all in this together. In unity is strength. Reach out to your neighbors. Reach out to them, okay? Outline what you want to achieve. You'd be surprised how often that is in alignment with their own personal ambitions for themselves, their families. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. So, I say unto you all, until the next time, I remain the motivator.
A message of hope for Jamaica from the Royal House of Amadi Kingdom. In this time of storm and uncertainty, our heart and prayers reach out to the beloved people of Jamaica as a nation of strength, faith, and resilience. Jamaica has always stood as a beacon of hope in the Caribbean and across the world. Though the wind may roar and the rain may fall, remember every storm eventually gives way to calm. Out of every challenge, new growth emerges, and through every trial, the spirit of the Jamaican people shines even brighter. The Royal House of Amadi stands in solidarity with Jamaica as brothers and sisters bound by heritage, faith, and love. We send our deepest compassion to every family affected, every community rebuilding, and heavy hand extended in kindness during these difficult hours. May the Almighty grant comfort to the grieving, strength to the weary, and peace to the nation. Together we will rise, stronger, united, and renewed in hope. With love and solidarity from the Royal House of Amadi Kingdom, on behalf of Crown Prince Clifford Ricardo McCullum and the people of Amadi Kingdom. Soon you will bear witness to the interview with the Crown Prince of the Amadi Kingdom. You will bear witness to the importance, the majesty of the occasion. But before then, we will set the scene. Jamaican Crown Prince to become King of Nigeria's Amadi Kingdom. What really defines a person? Is it the place they were born, the culture that raised them, or the blood running through their veins? What if your real story was one you've never been told? A story about kings, about a profound loss, about a promise kept for centuries, just waiting for the right person to come home. Now the story you're about to hear is factual. We will experience a very real dream shared by millions of the African diaspora, the dream of reconnecting with a lost heritage. Imagine a man named Clifford Ricardo McCollum. For his whole life, he has been a proud Jamaican. His identity rooted in the sun-drenched culture of the Caribbean. He is a gifted entrepreneur. He has many businesses. He is a respected member of the community. He has no idea that an ocean away, an ancient Nigerian kingdom is waiting for his king. This is the incredible story how a man from Jamaica could discover he was destined to be chosen to become the Crown Prince of Amadi Kingdom, and the journey that would unite two worlds separated by time and the vast Atlantic Ocean.